Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dr. Ganatra, author of Reinventing Dentistry and creator of Dental Practice Mastery, where we teach you how to build, market, and grow your own practice. And in this video, I want to go over with you exactly what you should be doing this year, right now, at the end of the year, to maximize your production and double or triple your profits for your practice this year. So this video is going to focus on that. It's October already, and man, the year has just flown by. And I wanted to shoot this for you and get this out to you because this is going to be a really important thing you could be doing this year for the end of the year to really get your practice boosted and just finish off really strong for the end of the year, okay? Get your practice boosted. That doesn't sound too good, but you know what I mean. So let's get started with this. What are the three things that we're really, what's on our agenda? Three things that we really should be doing at the end of the year to really get things moving and finish strong. The first is you want your patients to come in. You want them to come into your practice. Second thing is you want them to get a timeline or a sequence for their treatment before the year's over, okay? And third, you want to educate your patients on the insurance aspects of things. So in an ideal sense, I'm going to be talking about in this video, in an ideal sense, you'd have patients that had no insurance and everybody would just pay you whatever you wanted for your treatment plans. Now, obviously that's not going to be the case in the real world. Myself and our office, we take PPOs, we take HMOs, and we take a ton of insurances. So this last quarter of the year is where we gear up to really match our messaging to our patients to how we want to condition them, right? Your messaging to your patients is really going to train or condition them in the way you want them to kind of act and behave and relate to your practice as we close off the year. So here's, I'm going to give you a campaign. I'm going to give you a sequence that you want to run this year. And if you run this thing, you're really going to double your production and double or triple your profits before the year's over here, okay? So here's the sequence. In October, depending on when you're watching this, it may be November, but right now it's October for us right now. In October, you want to send out one big correspondence to your database, to your patient list, and let them know, hey, you know what? The end of the year is approaching. You may have insurance benefits that you still have that they're set to expire at the end of this year, and they don't roll over to the next year, and you can get your treatment done and have it covered by your insurance by 40, 50, 60%. All you have to do is call our office, schedule in, and get in. We do get booked up before the end of the year, and we book up pretty quick. So it's October. I'm giving you a heads up. Come on in, make a phone call, shoot us an email, get in, and we'll definitely take care of you so that way we can maximize your benefits that your insurance is giving you to get treatment done. So give them a general email like that in October. That's just October. Then you jump to November. November rolls around. What do you do then? In November, you want to get a little bit more specific. You want to get a little bit more detailed as to what's going on. And then you want to start training or educating them on what's going to be happening, because October to December is really open enrollment where people can switch insurances, right? So come November, you're going to send out another email to your database, to your patient list, and let them know, hey, you know what? You have, another month and a half or so to use your benefits. Benefits are really, it's money that insurance actually gives you to do your dental work. And if you don't use that, it's just going to go to waste and you won't have it for next year. So if someone needs $3,000 worth of dental work and they're thinking that they're going to wait next year to use it all, you also got to let them know that, hey, you know what? Your insurance still has $400 or $500 left for this year. And next year we can use the other remaining benefits, right? Maybe they don't have any insurance at all. Maybe they have they're a cash patient or a non-insured patient or an HMO patient, which, the insurance is gonna be pretty minimal. And they're waiting to get the PPO or the better insurance next year. And they're thinking that their $3,000 worth of work is gonna be all covered next year. Well, you know that most PPOs don't cover $3,000 worth of work in a year. Most of them don't. So you also wanna educate that that patient saying, hey, you may want to get a portion of your work done this year so you can spread out your expenses and your costs, because your insurance is not going to cover all of this work in a year. They have a cap or a limitation on what they cover. So maybe that patient's now going to get a portion of their work done this year, and then when they get a better insurance, they'll get the work done next year, right? So this month in November, you want to start educating your patients. You want to be a little bit more detailed about what they have remaining. Another good way of doing this is to print out an unscheduled treatment plan. So you get your front office, your office manager to print out a treatment plan report. It's called an unscheduled treatment plan. And what that does is it looks at all the patients that you've scheduled treatment plans for that have not come back in your office. And then you can go through, sit down a couple hours with them and or have them go through it and look at all the treatment plans over $500 or $1,000, over $1,500. Look at all of those treatment plans that are insured, that have patients that have good insurance, and they haven't been in your office. And then start sitting down, if there's 10 or 15 of them, think about, hey, you know what? We can incentivize them to come in. We can help them out if they come in here. We can build their insurance for this. We can collect their portion. Maybe we can help them out a little bit. Maybe they're under some financial constraints. We can actually, massage the costs by doing some things. So sit down, look at all your unscheduled treatment plans, sit down with your office manager and think and pinpoint your patients in November and see what's going on. You can even start doing this in October, but I want you to kind of get deeper as the year moves ahead. October, November, and then December. So once December hits, this is like the last call. I would just focus on big treatment plans, people that don't just need one or two fillings, but people that really need a lot of work and they're missing the boat and thinking that, hey, I have insurance, but they don't even know they haven't utilized it. So you want to focus on those people, right? Don't get me wrong. If your schedule's open, you want to get anyone in, anyone who needs anything, get them in. But if your schedule's getting booked, as this last quarter, I mean, we get packed this last quarter, especially with treatment, with hygiene, everybody wants to come in, but you have to be strategic about it, right? You got to get greedy with your schedule and your time at the end of the year, because you don't want to just give slots to people that are going to cancel appointments, they're going to miss appointments, and you have to let them know, if you miss this appointment, you know what? You're not going to get another appointment for the end of the year. You're not going to get it, and you're going to lose your benefits. So you got to use a little bit of that pain and a little bit of that leverage to kind of motivate them to get stuff done in your practice. Remember, I like using email. I like using the online media to, communicate with my patients. I'm not a big believer in postcards or print media or mailers, all that stuff. Honestly, I think it's a waste of money. But you can definitely use the online technologies that we have, whether it's a software that sends out emails for you or whatever. You can use something like iContact. You can use Constant Contact. You can use Demand Force. There's Lighthouse. There's so many softwares out there that will send out emails. You just have to get an email together for October, for November, and even for December. Start packing your schedule at the end of the year, get it going, and focus on also educating your patients. Patients may feel that, hey, you know what, it's open enrollment, I'm just going to get the cheaper insurance. Wow, I used to pay this much a month for my insurance. Now there's this other insurance and it covers everything and it's all for free, right? How many times have you gotten that? We all know that dental work is not all covered with insurance, right? So you have to educate them and let them know, hey, if they have an HMO, if you have an HMO practice and you're trying to have them switch over to the PPO, let them know that, slowly but surely we're switching our office over to PPO. And this is open enrollment. This is a good time for you to select a good PPO. Here's a list of PPOs that we recommend, that we take in our practice. Even if you have an HMO right now, we may be taking it next year, but we are switching over to the PPO. So that's how you go from HMO to PPO and utilize your HMO patients and you jump them over to a better plan, which is the PPO, right? So you're also educating your patients here. And this is the time that you can do that. I do it through email. I do it in the office when patients come in. We talk to them about their insurance. We talk to them about, hey, where they're at right now. We let them know, hey, you have an HMO plan right now. It's a pretty minimal plan, but here's the good thing. It's the end of the year. It's open enrollment. Make sure when you sign up for your next plan, go with the PPO. It's actually going to cover something. We can actually bill out procedures to your insurance and they'll actually pay on procedures, whereas the HMO is not going to do that, right? So I think I gave you some really good tips, some really good insights on a sequence that you can use. October, generalized email. It's just a simple email saying, hey, your benefits may be expiring. November, get a little bit more detailed. Print out your unscheduled treatment plans. pinpoint some people you want to have come in your office, and then really just go in there and say, hey, look, you may only have this much benefits remaining, this many benefits remaining, or you have, you know, 1 crown to do, and you have stuff remaining on your insurance. Come on in, get it done. I have some slots available before the end of the year. And then finally in December, just target those big cases that you know that maybe they overlooked coming in, maybe they want to get in. Focus on the production, focus on how you can maximize your collections, and be greedy with your time. This is the end of the year. You can really boost your practice and finish off strong. Guys, just get really specific with your time. Get really intentful on who you want in your practice, and don't tolerate missed appointments, especially at this time of the year, by setting up the expectation, saying, look, it's the end of the year, guys, and we are really packed. So if you miss your appointment at the end of this year, I'm not gonna be able to get you back in to the next year, right? You can always make concessions based on patient situations and all that stuff, but I really want you guys to zone in. I hope this video helped, and I will see you in the next video. Implement some of this stuff. You'll see that these last 3 months of the year, you are gonna rock it. It's gonna be awesome, and you're gonna finish off strong, so that way you can start the new year off with a bang. And we'll go over what you can do when you start off the new year as well. So I'll see you in the next one, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.